Happy Halloween. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Girl. Happy Halloween. This is October 31st, 2024 in the Matrix. Shout out to everybody today. And I wish it was a Friday. That would be so fun if it was a Friday, but it's not Friday, it's Thursday. So go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, let me know that you stopped by. Yes. Halloween. So, does anybody have any plans this evening? Any parties? Okay, so we got our mushroom coffee. We have our, oh, let me get my microphone together. It was like leaning over here. So let's do this. I'm gonna have to attach it to the shirt underneath so it could stay. So it can stay like I don't want to wear my hat because the point goes out of the frame. So it's just too tall for the frame. So we put it on a shirt. Anyway, so go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, let me know you stopped by. What are we talking about today? I don't even know. Let's go down to the
I sponsor the now. I sponsor the
Let me tell
blog.
you something.
logs to see what is going on. He is adorable. She really did that. That was really good. Have you guys seen Janelle Monet's her her costumes that she's been putting on the over the last few weeks? She has a team of people. Special effects team. Yeah, they really did that. They have really been doing that. Let's see what's going on. Let's go down to the Jasmine brand. All right, let's go down a little bit. Okay, so the Menendez brothers update. They may regain their freedom on November 11th. Let's see what the caption says. Eric and Lyle Menendez could be released from prison before Christmas. Their lawyers will be in court on December 11, where a judge will decide on a potential immediate release. This hearing was scheduled during a meeting with their defense team, prosecutors, and new judge, Michael Jessic. Attorney Mark Garagos will argue to change their conviction from murder to manslaughter. All right, let's see. That's crazy. They literally killed their parents in cold blood and lied about it and tried to. They didn't have no reason to kill their mother. She knew what the dad was doing and didn't protect her kids. Have you ever been essayed by your dad? If not, don't speak on what people who are shouldn't be doing. Right. That man was terrorizing them kids. That man was raping his son. That man was making his son suck his dick. I'm sorry. Where's the ammunition? Right. You can't say that. That's the only reason why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if they will be a threat, but the way they, everybody in the comments like they look crazy as hell. But manslaughter. And then like their family is coming out speaking in support of them because they all had a feeling. And then their father was also accused of harming the kids in Menudo. His father was a terrorist, and the mother was compliant and complicit and didn't protect her children. That's why in the FX, in the Ryan Murphy thing, when Lyle was outside of the house, he heard like two more gunshots, and it was like this depiction of Eric shooting the mother, like shooting her, like because I don't know. It's like you just really can't say anything. You don't know. And that's the reason why I wish that they stayed there. I think had they stayed there and was like, we had a moment of insanity. And when I found out my brother was still being abused by my father, we planned on taking them out of here. And like all the things that they did after, because if if, let me tell you something, what I feel about Eric and Lyle Menendez. If they had never been ever touched, never no assault in their lives, those two men would be flaming narcissists, selfish narcissist people because of the way that they act after. You could tell they were already on their way just in their home environment, especially the older one. You understand what I'm saying? They probably would have been awful to people, not essaying people, but like rude, obnoxious. You know how men are socialized, and they have money. They have money. They have access to whatever they want. They can get whatever they want. Those type of men, they're worser than the average socialized man. Give a socialized man money, he becomes worse, a worse version of himself. Yes, yes. I don't care what y'all say about that. Um, Such lucky white men. They blew their parents' noodles out with a shotgun. Nope, keep them. They murdered both of their parents, took the law into their own hands. They planned the murders. Then they walked around like nothing happened, living their best lives, allowing the media to continue with the narrative that a mob was involved. See, that's the part. Like all of that stuff that they did afterwards is what makes it like it just changes it a little bit for me. That's I'm just like, because if y'all would have just stayed there, made up no story, and was honest about why you did what you did, yes, you would have gone to jail. Yes, you would have been convicted, but it probably would have been a lesser charge, especially if you explain to people how your father has been abusing you since you were little boys and you got on the stand and testified. Definitely putting them both on the stand to testify about why they did what they did, but everything they did after is what, to me as a juror, would have affected like me. Like, okay, so y'all didn't just, why didn't y'all just stay there? See, that would have been my rationale. Like, I would have just stayed there. Like, yeah, I did it because let me tell you why I did it. And although people would have been, clutching their pearls, I think a lot of people would understand why you took out the person who was abusing you. And unfortunately, we live in a country where they victim blame, and then here it is, victim blaming. Like, you victim blame the person, and it's like, well, you shouldn't have done that, and you should know. Like Santoya, what's her name? Santoya, she killed her abuser, and she went to jail. And it's like, when people harm their abusers, I don't understand. Yes, you need to be sentenced because you did something that was against the law, but the charge, I feel like, shouldn't be as harsh, because if she did not kill that man, she would still be in some type of abusive situation, or dead maybe. You know what I'm saying? So many people are molested and don't murder their perpetrators. I'm sure they wish they could, but these guys didn't want to. They didn't want to. They didn't follow the law, and that's the reason why they should have been convicted. Yes, but a lesser charge. They don't need to be let free. I said what I said. Meanwhile, how many men and women are locked up for nonviolent crimes? Good. The dad was a monster and he hurt many young boys and men. It's even sadder that the mother stood by and watched. In America, they execute the innocent and free the guilty. Really, y'all really happy for them? That's crazy, but y'all want to see a black man locked up more than anything. The amount of people saying free them is ridiculous. Ain't no way they should be getting out. But y'all say free Tory Lanez though. So I'm confused. Wait. I'm confused. So you free Tory Lanez, but you want to keep Eric and Lyle in jail. Right. Right. Okay, let's move on. That's enough on that. Kaleena Harper. Kaleena Harper of Diddy Dirty Money calls Cassie naive, a former group member Don Richard a weird bitch. Y'all kept asking me, did I watch this Kaleena Harper interview? And I have not. I don't think Kaleena has credibility. If we're just gonna watch her as her being a spectacle and doing a man's bidding, then that would be the only reason why we're watching her. She's not credible to me. She has no credibility to me. I don't want to hear nothing Kaleena has to say. And furthermore, I thought it was unethical to interview somebody who was under the influence because she looks like she's definitely under some other influence than just sobriety. I move like this. If I sit like this, I guess I'm trying to get the light ring out of the glasses. Um, let me see. It says singer Kaleena Harper appears to be sticking beside Diddy. During a newly dropped interview with the Breakbeat Media, Kaleena let it be known that she has no problem with Sean Diddy Combs. The 41-year-old was once in a group with the now jailed record executive called Diddy Dirty Money alongside Don Richard. After sharing she's always wanted to be like Diddy, Kaleena accused his ex Cassie of being naive. How can you accuse somebody of being naive when they were like 19? She's added that the Me and You artist, she liked getting high. And when it came time to speak to Don, Kaleena candidly expressed, I don't fuck with Don like that. And just in case you didn't hear her, she added, she's a weird bitch. As reported, Don, like many others, filed a suit against Diddy, claiming he physically and sexually abused her throughout her time working for him. Kaleena has previously spoken out against her claims. Cassie also sued last year for similar claims, and we know that. The terms agreed upon were not disclosed, but it's highly speculated that Cassie was awarded a pretty penny. Let's listen to what she says. Like Cassie. Dawn has always been somebody that I wanted to be like. Cassie. Lover to death, naive, liked getting high. She likes partying. She liked that. What's the thing? Speaking of the after party. I don't fucking know. Don't talk about no baby oil thing. Like, I still use baby oil. Y'all finna get into it. I saw Cassie grow up from a little girl that was willing to, like, give everybody motherfucking, lap dances, basically. Get drunk and just have a good, like, model time. What's your relationship like with Dawn? I don't fuck with Dawn like that. And I'm gonna fucking stand on business. I didn't see that. What I saw was what the fuck is going on with you because you acting weird. You're a weird bitch. Is what I see. And it's a list of niggas where y'all at. Talk about it. Dawn's a weird motherfucker, man. But y'all motherfucker call me to tell the truth. I'm finna motherfucker tell the truth. Sean has always been somebody. She seemed like she was drunk, high, or both. It's giving drugs and alcohol. She is high. Get her out of here. We're not listening to you. You got to put the coke down. Yeah, she is literally acting like somebody on coke. Like literally doing her hair like that and and just like and she sounds like Azalea Banks when when she's talking, like like when she talks like slow and soft and just like uh, and she was a girl. She loved to party doing her hair like this. Girl, you are high as a motherfucking kite and your credibility is shot and you're a treasonous bitch for doing the bidding for men. The only reason why he did not fuck with you and you lucky because he's probably fucking your man.
Absolutely, I'm asking a question. Absolutely, it was. I'm asking a question. What did she know?
Let me shut up. She's on to something. She don't even seem like herself. She's on something. She doesn't even seem like herself. I seriously want to call the crisis unit. She looks like she belongs on soft white underbelly. It's really giving that. She's fulfilling her assignment. She's the one Diddy called 54 times in one day after Dawn made her claims. I watched the entire interview, and for her to be so high during this interview, it wouldn't surprise me if her husband were part of the festivities as well. She should have kept her comments to herself. She sounds ridiculous. Drugs or not, naive or not, Cassie didn't deserve to be beat, period. Her comments are giving something is off. She's giving, I need the money, I need the attention. She looks like she's drunk or high. Coping mechanism, maybe. Is she high? It's giving she got paid to do this interview. She didn't want to do it for real, but needed the money and had to get high to tell lies. Sounds a little jealous as well. Victim blaming. She's loaded and Stevie Wonder can see it. They all on drugs. You have to pray for her because this is someone under the influence for sure. Like not just under the influence of drugs, but under the influence of a toxic, abusive man. I don't know if she's still with her husband, but they always had problems. And I'm sure that because he's a toxic abusive man, he saw Diddy, like they saw each other, like we abuse women, we harm women, and they probably have a I wouldn't be surprised if they had a sexual relationship, right? Because they perform heterosexuality, but they really enjoy having sex with men, right? And we can see that like a constant theme of that, where yes, they're fucking men, but yes, they come out and they have women on their arms everywhere they go. But the boys club at night after the party, it's the after party, right? So that is when everybody lets loose and we don't have to um play like we're heterosexual. We can actually just be free. And this is where we do that. And maybe Kaleena is a part of the team that enjoys those parties and that had a good time at those parties and was not abused at those parties. We don't know. And what's unfortunate is because a lot of the drugs that people are being given, they can't remember. They're spotty in their memory. And that's what really affects a lot of them. So she could have been abused and that may not even remember it, right? She is under the influence of drug, like she looks like, appears to be, I don't know, but it appears to be under the influence of some type of substance or something. I don't know, something about the way her mouth is moving reminds me of Tommy, her mannerisms. She's high giving this interview. Dawn has been out there dropping albums, growing her fan base, touring and living her best life. What has this gutter snipe hair life's been doing besides being an accomplice? That's the part that I'm surprised that no one has mentioned. While you talking shit about Dawn keeps putting albums out. She stays putting albums out. Kaleena, where is your album? Let's go to Apple Music and see what Kaleena is doing. Kaleena Harper. Okay. She doesn't have a profile picture. It just says Kaleena Harper from Dirty Money and Kaleena Harper. Let's see what songs come out. It says Kaleena Harper. Here's the list of her songs. Here's a list of her songs. So what actually is your husband manager doing for you? Also, let's look up Don Richard, since she's such a weird bitch. Oh, her artist profile actually has a profile picture. Let's see. Oh, look at Don Richard. Oh my God. Look at all this stuff. Wow. Wow. Oh, let's see. Similar artist. She even has a similar artist. More to Hear appears on single and LPs. Albums. Let's look at albums. Oh my God. Look at this. Wow. Look at this. And not one of these albums is a Diddy Dirty Money album. It shows that she's put out albums in 2011, 2012, 2013, 2015. Shout out to Blackheart. 2016, 2019, 2021, 2022, and 2024. Let's go back to Kaleena Harper one more time, just to make sure we didn't Kaleena. Let's see, how are we spelling her name? Kaleena Harper. Okay, artist profile. The artist profile doesn't even have it. It's just a microphone. Oh, it says Kaleena Harper from Dirty Money. Let's look. Same information. One song. No artist profile. So what's happening with your career? How has being behind these violent, abusive men, how has that pushed you forward? What are you getting, Kaleena, in return for this? You look like a woman who is uncredible. You have no integrity, and you're doing it for men. That is like The worst. You're going to look back on your life and this chapter of your life. Hopefully, you'll get out of that abusive relationship with that man, but probably not. As long as you stay under the influence, you may not ever get from underneath that man. But if you ever do and you look back on this part of your life and you realize how you went against women and never got anything in return because you're working for men, they're never going to get, they're going to take and keep taking from you and keep taking from you and keep taking for you. They're not in the regenerative business. They're not in the recoupment business. They're not in the reciprocity business. They're in the take from the creative, take from the female, take from the feminine, take, abuse, 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 abuse. That's the business. That's the business they're in. So you're never going to see a return on your investment, especially if you're going against women. You're going against mother. You're never going to see the rewards. You see how you see what's going on with Puffy? He can be taken down. You wanted to be him? I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. While Dawn Richard might be a weird bitch, she's a weird bitch with at least 8 independent albums. Where's your fucking albums? I want to know. Where's your music, bitch? Since everybody is so weird and Cassie is naive, let's look up Cassie Ventura's profile. Cassie, she got a profile picture. Cassie. Oh, she has a profile picture. Let's see what albums she has. She only has one album, and that because some man ended her fucking career and recruited her as a sex slave, right? See, and it's like you calling her naive and saying she wanted to be on people's laps and stuff like that. Girl, I don't know, you're just a woman doing a man's bidding, and I feel like that's treasonous, and you don't have any credibility. Your face is all like sunken in, and you're like high as a fucking kite, bitch. Everybody knows what the fuck it looks like. We've been to a few parties, honey. Everybody knows where it looks like a mess. All right, let's move on. Ari Lennox demands to be released from Dreamville and Interscope Records. I wish I had a label that cared. Interscope and Dreamville have been playing with me all month, and I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired of people treating me like they're sorry for me and like I'm the face of mental health. I'm okay. I've never been happier. What I don't like is being signed and lied to and manipulated. Not one person at those labels ever knew how to market or protect me. Y'all don't know the half. Constant letdown and neglect. This industry stuff will never be for me. It's not. It's not. And it's really sad that creative people have to go to non creative people and ask them to promote them and to distribute them. But then they take advantage of them and then they sign them to contracts that are hard to get out of. It is just, again, another way to rape the feminine. That's all that the record industry, that's all that it is. All that it is. The feminine is creative. Okay? The feminine is creative. I'm trying to get my angles down with this fucking camera because it's getting on my nerves. The light ring. We're just gonna have to get used to it, child. And then I'm gonna probably get my next frames. I'm gonna get some lenses that don't have a reflection, so we won't have to worry about that. It's really sad. It says Ari Lennox is done playing nice with her label. Following her release of her latest single, the singer took to Instagram Live to express her frustrations over the lack of promotion and support of her music. Her frustration came to a head as she declared, "So I just wanted to be released, and it's just that simple. I'm tired of being nice. This is my final straw. I wish I had a label that cared, that would want to protect me. I wish I had a label that wouldn't have me out here trying to explain why I need advertisement, why I need advertisement for my record. You can't expect an artist to be anything without advertisement. Like you can't, you can't. Why am I begging for advertisement? And why am I paying for my own Google ads? It's not okay." A lot of marketing teams have become lazy because they assume social media is a one-stop shop for promotion. They don't understand that social media followers don't translate into direct sales. A lot of the new artists have millions of followers but can't sell out even the smallest concert venues. That Sexy Red found that out. I don't know why anyone thought, I don't know who she signed to, but I don't know why anyone thought that her headlining a tour, Sexy Red, she's always an opening act. I don't think no one showed up. They had to cancel the tour. I don't think anyone wants to go see her as a headliner. Opening, maybe a couple yang 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 around the house, or two songs, that's my, what's this, F my baby daddy and all that stuff. Okay, maybe hype the crowd up a little bit with a little ratchet music, but then bring out the other people, please. Girl, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. She found that out. Sexy Red found that out. She's too emotional. That sucks. I hope she eventually finds supportive space that cares about her and her art. I hate this for her. She's been complaining about it for so long, on the top of other things, so much so that the only time I hear about her, she's complaining. Even in her recent performance, it was the sound. Her team needs to be there for her. The industry hasn't been kind to her. She needs a long break from this. She's right, because promotion sells records. The hard work goes nowhere without the exposure that comes from promotion. And you know what's crazy? Y'all know that do y'all know? I think some of y'all probably know, but do you know they take out life insurance policies on artists? Y'all know that, right? They take life, especially these rappers. They get signed to these labels, and the labels take out life insurance policies on them. So keep living your fast, fucking weird ass life. Somebody's gonna get, they really gonna get some money on the back end. Release the girl from her fucking label if y'all are not gonna help her. Let's see. Sierra dresses up like Glorilla for Halloween.
Oh, geek. Why you laughing? Nothing. Nah, this is my routine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a blessing to have a set of natural clear teeth. Yeah. That's a beautiful thing. And she got a beautiful spirit. Beautiful spirit. Bitch, I'm from Memphis. What you know about me? Big GLONAGLE. 50,000 new Chanel shopping spree, and every time I pop out, I'm that bitch hoe. Up on my nerves, feet.
Okay, that was cute. That was really cute. Okay, I'm down with that. That was cute, Glorilla. Sierra as Glorilla for Halloween. I think it's so funny. That's so cute. I've seen, did you see Chloe, not Chloe, Holly Bailey? She was dressed like, she did Mariah, was she, no. Angela Simmons did Mariah Carey album covers. And then Halle did Halle Berry in motherfucking James Bond. Yes. I think that was her. Was that Halle Bailey that did yeah, Halle Bailey as Halle Berry for Halloween. Yes, look. Yes. Yes. I love it. I freaking love it. Come on. Yes. Come on, Holly as Holly. We love to see. I love that. I thought that was cute. I'll put the pictures up. Yeah, and here's Angela Simmons as Mariah Carey. She did Mariah Carey album covers. So cute. There's the original album cover. Then she did Butterfly. Look, so cute. That's the original album cover. So cute. So cute. Yeah, we love to see those. I think it is hilarious. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Natari Naughton responds to 50 Cent's claiming Omari Hardwick overvalues himself. There will be no power without Ghost, she says. Natari Naughton on 50 Cent's comments. That's insane to me. Omari is literally the epitome of power. Omari started this amazing journey, and I don't know all of what happened with 50 and oh, but I'll say this. I love Omari Hardwick. He is amazingly talented human, and he's also a good person, but there will be no power. There would be no power without Ghost. Yeah, because remember the other day he said he overvalued himself. Honestly, everyone should overvalue themselves. Honestly, without Ghost, we had no power. He made the show and carried it. I couldn't get into it. It wasn't. it's not, I don't know. I just can't get into those shows like that. Like I couldn't get into The Shy, I couldn't get into Snowfall. I just couldn't get into any of those shows. I can't get into them. I barely got into The Wire. Barely. Like barely. I don't know why I don't like shows like that. I don't know. I just don't like it. Let's see. Drea Michelle goes off after Laura Govan claims ex Gilbert Arenas had an affair with Drea and gave her $25,000. Laura adds, "I like that she turned around her hoism to make it work, but she's still a hoe."
There's this rumor that Drea slept with your ex, with Gilbert. And Gilbert said on his podcast, I believe he was with Nick Young. He told me that story. Did you see that story where he pretty much talked about what?
So he told her that story. So we talked about it a little bit yesterday. She said Gilbert told her about a girl from Philly who he was messing with when they, I guess, were broken up at the time. She took him back, right? Like, what am I going to do? Right? She said it. Turns out that girl was Draya. She didn't know Draya at the time. Now they shooting basketball wives, right? Now Draya is becoming friendly with her. Her and Gilbert are not together going through their things, but she found in some paperwork that the person that Gilbert had told her about years before is Draya. I don't know if it was a flight arrangement. I don't know what it was, but he gave her $25,000. So because this woman was smiling and forming a friendship with her, knowing that she had been with that's her child's father, I'm coming to you. We're going to have a conversation. Fuck him. We're going to have a conversation. But remember, I said the other day, the pick-me's need some bylaws and codes of ethics because they all fucking circles. That's number one. That's why it's no shock that there's a rumor that Gloria fucked Gilbert. Like it's not, and even though Gilbert has denied it, but it's not, it wouldn't surprise me. All of the mother, that's why it's kind of rich for Shawnee to be positioning herself as this upstanding wife. Bitch, you was the same as the rest of them before Shaquille gave you the ring. And after he gave you the ring, it still didn't mean a motherfucking thing. So while you trying to act like, and they're trying to, oh, because you see when Drea came out, she only mentioned that, oh, he wasn't married. That wasn't the problem. The problem was you was smiling in my face. Address that part. Oh, he wasn't married because to a hoe or pick me or whatever the fuck y'all want to call yourselves. In your mind, it doesn't matter because he was free game. That nigga was free game. They all free game with the rings and everything. They will fuck another bitch with a ring on. That doesn't mean shit. And to expect monogamy from a ball player is fucking rich. Like, you're dumb. So, girl, if you found out somebody was, you probably slept with somebody who's married to another fucking ball player, Shawnee. That's why Laura wants to get in your face. Because, bitch, you want to spill some tea? We gonna spill it. Because, bitch, I got a tea kettle. And it's piping hot. So let's sit across from each other. I don't blame Laura. I don't blame Laura for beating Drea's ass, and I don't blame her for wanting to sit down with Shawnee because I guarantee you, Shawnee was moving. They all move the same. All move the same. So, bitch, I might have fucked your man. I might have. I might have. We was all trying to get to the money, bitch.
We weren't together. What do you want me to say? I'm not going to tell you what I was doing, but okay. That's what we're doing. Okay. And so, at the time, they brought her on Basketball Wives. Drea was brought on Basketball Wives as a friend, if I'm not mistaken, to my sister. I remember that was it. And guess what? I liked her because I was like, oh shit, I like this chick. Like, she's hella cool. She's funny. I had no idea that she was there being Gilbert's jump off. I had no idea. So then when I found out, it was when I was going through some papers at the house and I saw that he had given her $25,000 and brought her to LA. Let me tell you what I did. I don't care. I remember finding the paper. I remember calling my friend and telling her to pick up the kids for me because she was on the emergency. I remember that. And I remember going to where she was filming here in Hollywood down the street. I remember showing up and I was not supposed to be filming. And I walked past everybody and I beat her. And they did not want that to air.
She said she beat the fuck out of her. That's what Evelyn, Tammy wanted to do to Evelyn. I bet Tammy's over there like, bitch, that's what the fuck she gets. Because no, you're not smiling in my face. At least, like I said, y'all need some bylaws and some code of ethics. At least when you are starting to become friends with the girl, you should be like, yeah, girl, I fucked you. Yeah, you know what it is, girl. Cheers. You know, what is it going to be? And then, like, because I know you're not, like, and then what's her name wasn't even married to him. And that's the only reason why Draya came out, because she's basically saying, bitch, we hoes. And he was free game. And you know what it gives. That's why Laura wants to sit in Shawnee's face. So she can remind her Miss First Lady. So she can remind the First Lady of her whole years when she was trying to get the ring. Right. I wonder if that's in her book. Or did she leave those parts out? So Draya said, oh, let's see what Draya said. I don't bother nobody. Why does nobody bother me? I don't bother nobody. Why does nobody bother me? First, I'm not the type of person to clear shit up, but enough is enough. I've been cyberbullied and podcast bullied for 12 months straight by both men and women. I have stayed quiet. I don't care about likes, comments, or going viral. But if I'm going to trend, I'm going to trend today and all fucking day. I don't mess with anyone's husband. Nobody accused you of messing with anyone's husband. Okay. Let's be clear. No one was married. Translation: we hoes, he's free game. Let's also be clear that interactions I had with him were years before the show. That's what she said. She said that. He told her about the time when they were broken up, and it was, but then years later, that girl from Philly that he messed with, that was Draya. I didn't know her then. I also did not know her when I agreed to be on the show, or her sister. I didn't even know either of them were going to be on the show. So I would actually ask production, did Drea know that these were the cast members? Did you all know who the cast members were before agreeing to be on Basketball Wives? Because that would be the only way for Drea not to know, if she did not know who her cast members were. That's the only rational reason for her to say you don't know. And let me tell you something, because these niggas fucking circles, they know the girls that they're attached to, the women they're attached to, especially the ones who are closer to the bag than the ones who are on the outer circles. Everybody knows who's fucking everybody. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. I don't know her then. I also did not know her. I agreed to be on the show, and her sister, I didn't even know either of them were going to be on the show. So to say the word friend is a huge stretch. But if y'all are down on Instagram taking pictures and she's helping you with your tweets and captions, what was that? Y'all are being friendly. I honestly believe Laura, the way that Laura told the story, I believe that's how it went. I agreed to go on the show to pretend to be friends with a girl named Gloria, who I did not know was sisters with her. At the time, even if they would have said her sister, I still wouldn't have known because I didn't know her. So she's basically saying that the girl was a non-motherfucking factor. The way that Evelyn told Tammy, I didn't even know that Kenny was married. And that's when Tammy said, ain't a bitch walking that did not know Kenny Anderson had a fucking wife. Not one bitch. But you see there's a pattern of behavior where the girls are sleeping with each other's men and the men are just sitting back and y'all mad at each other. But if I'm creating a friendship with you, You should tell me. I think that's only fair. Because we know what the game is, right? We understand the game. So if you understand the game, you will know that it's a possibility that, yeah, it's a possibility. Yeah, if I was, y'all were all trying to get to the bag. Um, she said, to be honest, during my time on the show, it was the highest ratings that had ever received. I'm not sure why she's mentioning that. Maybe she's just like, let me big myself up real quick. But nobody mentioned that anything about the ratings. Yes, Draya was fun. Yes, Draya, she said she added a comic relief. Yes, she did. She did. She's funny. And when she biddity bop bop Sunday on Monday, I don't know what day it was, when she was like, bitch, come over this couch and see what's going to happen. A beep, 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 and a bop, bop, bop. Yeah. So Dre does a little bop, bop, bop too. But all those women, and then it's ridiculous to act like you're some high standard, Shawnee, because you married a village whore. All of y'all married whores. The whores are marrying whores. Hey girl. Hey boo. We can't. So where do the rules of engagement, where do they fall? But if you're trying to be cool with me, we have a problem, sis. Yes, you and I are going to have a problem. You and I are going to have a problem. I know you was fucking him trying to get to the bag. Okay, fine. But you should have said something to me. As soon as I decided I was going to allow you close to me, we was doing the Instagram thing, we was down to the thing, we was cool. You should have told her. Um, had there been something involving me, trust and believe, it would have been put out there, aired for further enjoyment of people that watch trash TV. Again, I don't get on the internet to bash anybody. I certainly don't blame the woman in the situation where I'm owed some sort of respect from a man. I don't get on this internet and tell my side of the story often because I respect the fact that it's not my side. I give a lot of people grace by being quiet and not sharing. Timelines are timelining. Hopefully, you're writing a book and you pull a Corinne Steffens, that would be a smart way to go. I hope you read this in the tone that is a strong woman, once again, coming to the internet, defending herself and not a victim. I'm never a victim. I'm a victor. Now I will excuse me. I will go back to my normal non-reality TV related multifaceted life. Thank you. So he gave Drea 25,000 and you got a fake ring, baby. You beat the wrong personas. And you know what's so crazy? If Gilbert and Laura were married, that's the only reason why she mentioned that, because that's the sign, that's the pick me. A pick me, as long as he didn't have a ring. He didn't have a ring, right? But then also the part about now Drea would be like, the way that they treat coleslaw, she would be the other woman, and how could you do that, and dot 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 dot. The hoes will be in the comments saying, girl, you got 25,000, ha 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 ha. Laura, you beat the wrong person. No, she beat the right person. She beat the right person. She beat the right person. They all hoes. I mean, Drea was a hoe, said her wholeness was deleted. It's always funny how y'all never go after the man, but always the other woman. And it's not about, and that is the part that people are acting like, because the way that y'all act about dick, the way that y'all don't even want another woman making your man's plate, you would want to beat a bitch's ass if she was in your home, in your space, in your face, and had fucked your man. Stop playing around. You want to beat her ass. Stop playing with me. Stop it. Stop it. All right, we got to go on that note. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. It's already 52 minutes. But okay, anyways, peace. I'll be coming back with another video. Bye.